Okay, now we're going to show you on this part of the video the assembly on it. So after we've washed it and scrubbed it with some brake clean here, you can use carb cleaner too, but let's use brake clean on it. We're going to blow out the carburetor. And now we're going to assemble. We have some Mikuni kits, which is probably a good idea to get. There's them cheap China ones out there, but we've had a lot of trouble with those. Sometimes they're decent, other times they're not. So, okay, let me see here. We're not going to be changing the springs or the little arm here. These ones are still in good condition. We're just going to leave those. And this one, we're not going to change the needles of the seats. So we're just going to assemble the carburetor right here. New filter. There's two different diaphragms in this kit. One has a small hole right here. One has a bigger hole right here. Check when you take it apart, just get the one that matches yours. This is the smaller one. Here's the old one. See, it had the smaller of the hole, so we're just going to use that one in its place. So you got to get it in the right direction. Go ahead and pause it for a second, Joe. Every one of these carburetors on this 3 carbs had dimpled or creases in that diaphragm. Every single one, meaning this engine was starving pretty good for fuel. All right, pause it. So we're going to replace this this one. Now in the directions it tells you to get a 2mm ball end Allen key to push in a new one. I'm going to take out the old one and grab us a new one. And pull that out a little bit. I'm just going to show you one of these real quick. They're not that hard to put in. I usually just use my big wire right here. Kind of start it. Damage the friggin' thing. We're getting it. Work around the edges of it, prying on it, and finally you'll get it. And it's in there. Double check it didn't damage it. It's all good. We'll finish up the assembly now. So we're going to put this here. A new one of those. It's all good. Okay, we're going to change this diaphragm here. I usually do it like this. I'll pop off this one with the air, and it usually doesn't damage this part if you pop it like that. If it does, you just replace it, but this one's in good shape. So we're going to get a new diaphragm here. One more hand. And it goes right here. St. Bishop's birthday, huh? Okay. So we tightened these ones down. Switch over to this side. Let's see here. Oops, this way. Double check this one. I'm checking this right here. If it's nice and flat, I won't replace it. Just make sure it's flat. If it's dimpled at all or not sitting down flat, just change it. There's one in the kit. It's kind of a pain. And got to be easy with that tool. That's not recommended, tightening these down for you rookies out there. You'll overdo them. I kind of can feel that gun real nice. Let's see here. Well, we've got the carburetors assembled. We're going to go through some adjustments with you for a second. Let me grab that sheet. Pause it for a second, Joe. Get this. So this is the sheet. We're going to be adjusting the 1200 right here. This is the R motor, but this is the 1209 PV. So the low speed jets are 1 1/4 on the mag in the center, 1 1/8 on the PTO, and high-speed jets are the mag and the PTO are 1/2 turn, and the center is 7/8 of a turn. Now this is on a jet boat, so if it was in a jet ski, we would adjust to these settings and add a 1/4 of a turn on a jet ski. And on a jet boat, we're going to add a 1/2 of a turn. Now it gives a slight low-end bog on them, but it protects helps protect the engine. Through the mid-range and through the high range on it. In a jet boat, it's not as noticeable that you might have a little bog on the low end. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And so we'll check the jets here on the... So this is going to set like this. And this is the mag end right here where these two bolts are. So we're going to start on this one. And we're just going to, I would like to turn it in and count them and see if it was right. A lot of times it is, but a lot of times it's not. So this one is supposed to be mag end, and it's going to be 1 1/4 turns out. So 1 1/2, 1 1/4, and then we're going to add a 1/4. Boy, that was weird. Usually that white mark lines up quite a bit better. Let's see what happens. Try that again. So 1/2, 1 1/4. You know what? I'm gonna go a 1/4 of a turn out on these. Okay, we're gonna add a 1/4 of a turn on them. So we're gonna go to 1 1/2 turns on the mag end, and then on the center we're gonna do the same. Boy, that's like terrible. There it goes. 1/2. That wasn't even a full 1 turn. So 1/2, 1 1/2. We're gonna have to pull this jet out. I can feel by the way the rubber is on it that it's loose. So if it doesn't have any restriction when you're turning on it, you're gonna have to pull the jet right out. What's going on is the rubber is jammed up in here. We're just going to go ahead and replace it. Most of the time you won't have to, but it depends on the condition of the carburetors. These ones are pretty gummed up, even though they looked really good. It doesn't tell you what's going on inside of them, that's for sure. There we go. So another thing you can do on these, if you don't have the O-rings or you don't want to change them, just take it out and lube it up with some grease and put it back on. This one feels hard as a rock. It's too big. We're going to go with this one right here. Put a little bit of grease on that baby. Go back for that jet again. Okay, so you can tell that the jet is like not moving now. You know what I mean? If it moves after you loosen it up, then you're screwed. You got to change that. Boy, this one was only open half a turn. Look at that. That's it. That's why you check these things. Maybe it is. It says this one's going to need a probably an oil in it. Kind of stiff. Half. Same thing on this one. Little grease on that. Back in here again. Now this one was supposed to be 1 1/8, so that's 1 1/8, and then we're going to open it another quarter. And onto the high side. Oh, this one is missing the screw, so this one is supposed to be, this is the PTO, so this one is supposed to be high as a half a turn. So the highs on the high jet, I'm going to go a full half a turn out. Okay, so I'm going to go, so we used a quarter of a turn on the lows, and we're going to go a half a turn on the highs. So a half and 1. Okay, and it looks like that was the PTO, and then the center is saying 7/8 of a turn out, which is harder to get to. There it is. Oh, so probably turned out like 1 1/8, I guess, already. So let's go a half. Uh-oh, lost my count. Pry that baby out like that. So half, 1 minus an 8, open a half. Okay. And half, almost 1 sub. We're going to take this one out to a full 1 turn out, which is half and 1. Okay. And put these back on. If you got them, sometimes they are lost. Someone must have been messing with this before. So now we're going to just do the final assembly. And connecting all this up here. Make sure you get the right side and the right spots. And let's see here. Loctite on them babies. Okay. Someone else started taking this carburetor apart. Usually I'll just take out the two up on top here. So